Tuesday, February 11th. A lot to unpack in this forecast. Cold and snow. Now, for eastern parts of the country, snow is the big story, and it has been in recent days. Take a look here at some of the snowfall in Halifax, and more appears to be on the way for Ontario, Quebec, and Atlantic Canada. On the other side of the country, cold temperatures have really been the story. You see some snowfall on the side of the road there in Nanaimo and Vancouver Island, but better temperatures are going to start to factor in for areas like southern BC and Alberta. However, the cold is very much locked into other parts of the country, including Saskatchewan and Manitoba. Here's a look at today's daytime highs and wind chill values. So still feeling very cold across the western region of this country. But take a look here with the cold we're working with. Really not much in the way of active weather. Some snowfall in the next few days for Alberta. Nothing too major, and it's going to amount to about 15 centimeters on the high end for the most impacted areas. Southern parts of Alberta getting much less in terms of snowfall accumulation. But take a look at the improving temperatures for Calgary. When we look at our 14-day temperature trend, we're getting well above the freezing mark, which is good news there. However, really not seeing that same warming pattern when we look into Winnipeg and areas of Saskatchewan, where it's a little more stubborn this cold. Now, it's still trending on the colder side for southern British Columbia, but much like parts of Alberta, temperatures are heading in the right direction. Double-digit temperatures in the forecast for Vancouver when we look ahead over the next 14 days. But with the warming temperature pattern, we're also going to be getting a more active pattern, and for Vancouver, that's going to make for some rain. Now, for other parts of British Columbia, still going to be warming up in Kelowna, but snowfall still appears to be the name of the game. Okay, speaking of snowfall, we have plenty of that on the way, plus a whole lot more, as we have a Texas low that's brewing and going to be starting to impact parts of eastern Canada, including southern Ontario, southern Quebec, and the Atlantic region. So things are fairly quiet until tomorrow, late afternoon into the evening. Snowfall starts to push in. As we look into our Thursday morning, this could be a very difficult drive to work, and maybe go as far to say dangerous, as we have heavy snowfall rates, strong wind gusts as well, which is another factor with this heavy snowfall situation. A little bit of mixing as well. We could see some rain along the shores of Lake Erie, but this will ultimately push in Thursday to the Maritimes, Friday for Newfoundland, so a multi-day sprawling snowfall threat. Here's a look at our Tuesday afternoon highs and colder temperatures into more northern parts of Ontario, but yeah, we're waiting on tomorrow for things to get interesting. And here's a look at some of that snowfall pushing through Wednesday, tomorrow evening into our Thursday. And then, yeah, taking a look at areas like Quebec, we could get up to 35 centimeters as things really start to get going late Wednesday into Thursday. Now, here's a look at those wind speeds, which again is going to be another factor to watch out for with this system. We just had the most impactful snowfall system for areas like Toronto over the weekend. Well, this next system that we're talking about here looks like it could be even more treacherous. Now, off to Atlantic Canada today. We're going to be seeing some sea effect snow, but nothing too active. We're going to be really, again, looking into really on our Thursday morning, things starting to push in. This is going to be the whole Thursday by the looks of it for the Maritimes, and a little bit of mixing as well. So not just heavy snow, but some ice pellets, maybe even some rain. Just a messy situation moving through. Friday, things turned their attention off to Newfoundland, where we could also see some of that mixing and messy conditions. So keep an eye on this storm. It could have profound impacts for travel.